Video.
It's been a while since I've read anything from this novel. This was actually my thesis, and it is now with agent who asked for the full. Yay! So I'm crossing my fingers for this. So the title is Virago, and it's the coming of age tale of Caterina Sforza. If anybody knows who that is, that's actually a real person. So 15th century Italy. So we are a little ways in. She's young. She's 14, newly married, and trying to make her way throughout the Roman court.
Oh.
Back at court the next evening, I strolled within the crowded room with new confidence, brushing past whispered slurs and sidelong glances. They no longer had power over me, not tonight. This wasn't war. War was the thunder of hooves in Milan. Father's return beneath a shower of blossoms, sun glinting off his helmet as the crowds cried, Duca, Duca. This was cowardice cloaked in velvet and incense, paid assassins and smug cardinals, and Girolamo, unashamed, swelling his personal guard with every rumor. He stood now across the chamber, conferring with his ever-diminishing circle of courtiers, a show of strength, though the scent of fear clung to him like must. I made my way to the sideboard and selected a sweetmeat, grabbing a goblet of wine from a passing tray just as Lady Marta appeared. Her burgundy gown swishing sinuously about her figure, pearls coiled in her dark hair, her eyes gleaming like twin daggers. If it isn't the lovely Contessa, she said sweetly, malice thick in her tone, alone amongst a crowd. Tell me, where are your guards? I did not think I needed them inside, was my ready reply, but a sudden weariness swept over me. The endless maneuvering, the glances, the theater of it all. Why do you hate me so? Her mouth opened, I was sure ready to spite me again, but she tilted her head as she studied me. Everyone knows you're the Pope's favorite. I hope his bed keeps you warm. He'll soon tire of you and return to mine. I recoiled as though struck. I do not warm the Pope's bed. Why of all that is holy would I want to couple with a man I see as my father? I do not even enjoy coupling with my husband. The words spilled out before I could stop them. You don't like coupling? She blinked. One elegant hand settled on her hip. The other waved dismissively. Why ever not? I smoothed the folds of my sapphire skirts, unsure of the answer myself. Marta grabbed my wrist and drew me into an alcove as though we were now companions, and she about to impart some grave secret. Surely you know a quick fuck is the easiest way to get what you want.
Oh.
She spoke it as a statement, but as I continued to look at her as though she had grown two heads, she asked, Don't you? My mouth opened, but no words came out. Oh heavens, she sighed, her shoulders drooping. I am sorry, Contessa. My thoughts and words have wronged you. Minutes later, I had gained a new ally. Emerging from the alcove, I patted my cheeks, sure they were flushed from all the scandalous information Lady Marta had imparted to me. Could it be true? Could I possibly enjoy sex? Encourage Girolamo's advances and he would be putty in your hands, she had said. I watched as Lady Marta strutted back into the crowd, flitting from man to man. A light touch here, a caress there. All the men smiling and nodding their heads in deference to her. She caught me watching her and smiled, making a slight motion with her hand. My glance fell on Girolamo, where he now stood conversing with Cardinal Mellini. Though more than twice my age, my husband was still fit. No paunch stretched the burgundy tunic. Black hose encased defined thighs and calves. Not a hint of gray in his thick black hair, which brushed his shoulders. Compared to the aging, overweight cardinal beside him, I should have been pleased with father's choice. I could love this man, I thought, if he would show me some tender regard. I decided to take Lady Marta's advice. Slowly, I made my way over to Girolamo. I placed my hand on his sleeve. He glanced down at my hand and then his eyes met mine. I swallowed. Do you think? I paused and regathered my courage. The day has been long, my lord. Might we retire? The cardinal smiled, clasped Girolamo on the shoulder before he moved away, leaving me alone with my husband. Girolamo turned fully to me. Are you well, my dear? Well enough, I said, allowing a small smile to lift the corners of my lips. After a moment, he smiled back, and I watched his pupils grow larger. He grasped my hand, and I could feel his heat through my thin lace glove. If I were not watching so closely as Lady Marta had instructed, I might have missed the slight catch in his breath as he placed a lingering kiss on my hand, his eyes holding mine. As you wish, my dear. He tucked my arm under his own and led us from the room. Oh, that first sip of power was heady. I let the feeling bloom, my lips lifting into a true smile.